video to show you how I fillet fish. The knife I use is called a Mr. Twister. You can purchase this knife for a little less, or about $24 at Academy Sports. It was $19 last year, and they've raised the price about $4 or $5 on it this year. The blades are about $9. If you ever want to replace the blades, they're not difficult to sharpen. I've had the blades in this particular knife for about 2 years, so I've used it 2 years, and I guess they could use a sharpening. I haven't sharpened it in 2 years. But you can buy a knife that is much more expensive than the Mr. Twister, but I really don't see how you could buy a knife that performs any better. And today I've got 3 hybrid stripers here to fillet, and the way that I start is that I lay the knife behind the gill plate and cut straight down into the backbone. When I get to the backbone, I turn the knife to the side and cut straight down alongside the backbone. I cut through the rib bones with the knife to do that, so let me give that a try here, and you can see me fillet the fish. Now, if you're squeamish, you might want to stop here and not watch the video, but if you're really interested in how to fillet a fish fairly quickly without making too much of a mess, you're welcome to watch. So there, I've cut down to the backbone on this fish. Now I'm going to angle the knife. I'm cutting through the rib bones as I peel the fillet off the fish. I don't cut the fillet all the way off the tail. When I get down to the tail, I take my knife and throw the fillet out in this direction. And I take my knife and turn it at a sharp angle and cut the fillet off the skin. Now you can see that here I've got a fillet, but there's some bones in it here. And that's a simple matter of taking the knife, going down along these rib bones, and scooping out that. This is a boneless fish fillet. I'm going to throw it on the ice here. I'm going to turn the fish over, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Behind this fin, I think this is called a pectoral fin. I could be mistaken about that. Usually am. And right behind the gill plate, again, I take the knife and cut down to, but not through the backbone. Then I angle the knife, cutting through the rib bone, down to the tail. And again, I don't cut the tail through the tail skin. Angle the knife down. Again, we've got the rib bones here. I'm going to take the knife and just put in behind these rib bones and scoop out that piece. There's a boneless fillet, and if you'll notice, the only thing I've got to throw away now, all the skin and the guts and all that, one piece, I've got that to throw away, and the two pieces that I scooped out that had the bones on them. So that's basically how I fillet a fish. I filleted many white bass and also black bass, largemouth. I found out this even works well on catfish, crappie, and fish even as small as bluegill. Now we've got one more. I won't bore you too much, hopefully. I've got another fish here we'll fillet. I won't make you look at all of them, but it's kind of the same process. Start in behind this fin, up next to the gill cover, cut straight down to the backbone. Angle the blade along the backbone. Don't cut it off the tail, just flip it over, angle the knife down along the skin, this way you get almost all of the usable meat on the fish. You can see here's the skin. Notice how clean the fillet come off the skin. And some people will take a regular fillet knife, not an electric knife, and scoop this piece out, but really it's easier to do it. And right here is one side of the fish, and this is all good fish meat here. These fish were just caught this morning, so they're good fresh fish. Okay, I flop the fish over. Cut down to the backbone. When I get to the backbone, I'm careful not to cut through it. Got the whole carcass, skin, all the scales, everything to throw away. And I'm scooping out the rib cage. If you'll notice on these, this is what we call a hybrid. It's a cross between a white bass and a striper, and size-wise it'll be in between the size of a white bass and striper. And notice the dark meat here. We'll take the fish in the house, and I'll take a regular fillet knife, and we call it pulling out the zipper. So I'll take a regular fillet knife and just make a thin line here and cut this V out, and it just pulls out like a zipper. And whenever I get ready to do that, I'll also show you that process. So it's really kind of that simple. You can fillet a lot of fish in a very short time with an electric knife. Really, there's very little waste, and when you fry fish for friends and neighbors, they don't want to have to pick bones and worry about bones. So this process gives you really nice bone-free fillets. And thank you for watching my video. And if you're interested in filleting your catch, I hope this helps.